of only vanity, and no love for humanity shall fade away. Fade away, fade away. Hear what I say. Or else you fade away.
Well, that would bloody help, wouldn't it? Thank you, G. Right. Oh, that's Essex even. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can people hear me? That was a good start, wasn't it, eh? Nice way to start, Dread. Nice way to start. Well done, mate. Yeah. Let's see. Is the mic actually even on? Yeah, audio capture. Oh, mate. That's annoying. Mic should be on. God damn it. Now we can. Now we can. Alright, so. Well, it looks like I'm going to be cutting that bit. Alright, you can hear me. Alright, guys. Alright, pucker. Ain't that annoying? So, I might as well re-intro the video, haven't I? Right, so, welcome. Oh, hello. We're better off over there. That's it. Over there. If I lean that way. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Just to know. Because I don't want to keep putting my head in that camera. That side. Alright. Hey, little camera. Stop stealing my headspace. Right. That's the one. Right. Anyway. Greetings, boys and gits. Welcome to Dread War Gaming. And another one of my, hopefully, safe kind of live streams. Let's try not to push too many boundaries. I am playing copyright music. And I hope, if you can let me know, I can see what you're saying. If you can let me know, is the music okay? Is it not too loud? Can you hear me over the music? Is the sound on the video still choppy? Says Bad Moon Bill. Oh, that ain't so good, is it? Same. God damn it, this is not helpful. Dread's trying to do something decent for you. Music good, video is lagging. It might just be down to my internet, maybe. Ugh. That's a ball ache. Well, anyway. Dread has been putting together a dank hold Troggoth from the Warhammer Fantasy, the Age of Sigmarines. They have an army of goblins and trolls called the Gloomspite Gits, nice and copyrightable. And in amongst the Gloomspite Gits, you can find yourself a dank hold Troggoth. I will, I'm probably going to chop that beginning, so I'll probably come in and I'll stick a nice little picture of the dank hold Troggoth up now, if it's worthwhile. Otherwise, get your ass on Google and just tap it in and have a look, alright? But what I did is I thought, you know what? I've had this thing sat on the shelf for ages and we've got this competition in the 40k Ork community for this month, whereby we have to take something that's been sat on the shelf for a good while, something like a project that you've just shelved, or a tank that you was thinking of converting over to Orks that you've got for Space Marines or something like that. Or, you know, just one of them projects that's been sat around for much too long. And you had to show us at the beginning of the month what you had. I had a grey plastic put together dank hold Troggoth because I bought it for an ex. They glued it together. They never painted it. It sat there. It gathered dust. And I thought, I'm going to use that. So I cut up the different things that were on it, chopped a few bits off, and started changing it up. So I've given it I'll show you, it's on the other camera there, I'll bring the camera in a little bit. I gave him a bionic leg from the Killer Can or Deff Dread kit, can't remember which. And I also gave, the idea is he's going to be a Dread. He's going to be a Dread. So I thought, well, he's got to represent a Dread, not just with the weapons, but also a bit of the aesthetic, you know. So he's got and it fits in with the 40k. Then he's, you know, maybe he stood on a landmine or something. So he got himself a bionic leg, but he's also got himself. I'll move the camera up slightly. He's got himself a claw, Dread Claw. So this is his Dread Claw. It's got some nice sort of Wolverine style spikes on the glove. So he didn't, after he went through the surgery of the leg, after standing on a landmine or whatever, he decided he was never going to go through Ork surgery again. So when they mentioned about a Deff Dread Claw, he made him fix him up a glove, because he weren't going for the whole, you know, surgery thing no more. So that's his Dread Claw. He's also got a Dread Saw, which is this axe, which is movable because it's magnetic. So I've actually made it so that you can remove both ends and replace it. Now I did make a signpost, and I don't know where the bit of earth's gone. There's a signpost which I haven't got very far on. I was going to do the 40k Ork community symbol on it, but I haven't been able to get to a printers yet. The bit of earth, I actually genuinely don't know what's happened to it right now. It was on the desk and now it's not on the desk, and Dread don't know what happened. Hopefully it's okay. It ain't gone up no over. I hope. Yeah. Anyway, there is a grot as well. So anyway, let me move on. So yeah, that's the 2 close combat weapons. But also, you know, with a Dread you can have 4 weapons, can't you? So he has also got a Howder. Let me move the camera up. Let me move this light up out of the way. Oh, no, this is so awkward. Right. Desk down cam. There's a bit of an awkward one. Right. So he's got a Howder on his back. The Howder is, as I said, it's magnetic, so you don't have to have the Howder on there, so you can just run him without it, and there's his top side. So I cut off all the mushrooms that you have on the top, cut all them off, and smoothed it over with some green stuff, and I added a few extra pustules in just to sort of blend it. I had to leave a bit bare. There's a magnet that I've hidden inside of there, so that the Howder can snap on there, and just hold on. There you go. So the Howder's got a burner on it, so that's 1 burner, but you can have 2. So I've got another one he's got on this trolley that he's pulling. So he's got himself in this hand. He's reaching and dragging this little trolley around. Let me just turn the camera down a little bit. There's a little grot taking a ride. He's one of the things I need to finish off today. The nails are still way too white and little bits and bobs. And I've given him these armour pieces on his shoulders, a couple of shoulder pads, and this piece on his back, sort of harking back to the old school when you used to have a round piece on the back of Orks and whatnot. And wrap the chain around. He's got himself a pair of goggles and a nose piercing and a nice brassy hat, and it's got some leather bits to sort of protect his ears. He hasn't got the straps done up, so you can see the buckles hanging down there and the other side of it there. Yeah, I mean, that's him, basically. That's it. I mean, not too much more to say. I'm just finishing off with the painting, because there's a few... Oh, yeah, the grot, of course. There's another grot here. He sort of goes... Well, he can either go... I'm thinking he can either go sort of here at the back, so it gives visual interest to stuff going on around the back. If I can move that camera down a little bit as well. Not without bending that card, I can't. So you can either go there, sort of pointing down the back side, or if I turn it around, he can sort of go, and he was originally designed to go up in the Howder, facing off the front there. Only trouble with that is obviously the axe angle. I mean, I should have made it longer perhaps, but if you take the axe off, you can see better where he should be. But it just, to me, is a bit weird that you want to look at something and it's blocked. So I think it might be better around the back, and it will give a bit more interest around the back too. Besides which, this thing the idea is he's going to be a troll from the planet that my whole scene's going on. Like I've got my own lore, so the trolls are friends with the grots. They're helping them out. So naturally, grots are scaredy cats, so they're going to be at the back of the army, aren't they? And they're going to have their big scary things at the front. So their trolls will probably be leading the way. So I'll say front line trolls, and behind it would be all the grots. So having him up there, sort of pointing and telling the rest of the grots behind what to do, makes sense. So I think that's what we'll stick with. So, oh, hello, make him fall down. So gluing him on today is one of the things to do as well. Today I've got to have this posted this evening. I've got to take some photos and have it posted up. So I haven't got long. This is why this is the genuinely got to finish it day. So yeah, that's what we're working on. That is what we're working on. So what's everyone saying? Let's have a little look. Max headroom type camera for me. What happened, Dread? Haha. A up, G, Clint. Everyone saying hello to everyone. G says that's brilliant. Dave, you guys remember Max headroom with the strobing visual head movements? Or is it just me seeing this? What? I don't know what you're saying. Taking his little grot for a walk. Exactly. Or the other way around, he's taking his big troll for a walk. This one says it's looking sharp. Thanks, mate. Aaron's already seen it anyway. A lot of you guys have already seen it, haven't you? You've all been in the 40k Ork community Discord, so you've been seeing it coming together. So actually, the thing I wanted to sort of show was the base. Actually, that's what I've spent a bit of time on the other day. Was I wanted to get the base looking genuinely like, you know, like Martian Earth, Desert Earth, but I didn't want it. I did it a couple of times and it looked too painted, and didn't want it to look painted. I wanted it to look genuinely dusty, but I also wanted to have the cracks. So I had used some sand and I'd used some crackle effects and it had looked great, but then once I painted it, it still looked painted. So then I was like, ah. So then I attacked it with some pigments, and that looks really earthy and really great, but then I lost all of the cracks and all of the other detail that I had. So I'd gone from high contrast and high detail to less detail, less contrast, but much more realism. I was like, I want somewhere between the two. So I've done that base about 3 times, and it wasn't easy because I've already got everything glued to it. So yeah, I had a bit of fiddle about with it, but hopefully you can appreciate it looks all right. The mushrooms at the front still need a bit of work, but there's some grass tufts and stuff in there that are blended in, and there's a bit of dust on the old wheels of the trailer he's pulling. Don't know if any of you can spot it, but there's actually a Pokeball on the trailer. Let me see if the light will catch it. It's hard to sort of see. It's sort of between his legs on his cart. Trust me, you can see the white of it there. It was so bloody hard to paint because, yeah, painting a black stripe and a red and white thing, yeah, difficult back there, I can tell you, because it was already glued down, so I had to sort of do it through the gaps as much as I could. Not easy. Not easy at all. Right, so I did myself a little wee list of what I need to, which I've lost. That's handy, isn't it? No, there it is. Little list of what he needs to finish. Right, so the leather on the glove. All right, yeah, that's a start. So on the leather on the side of the helmet, if you can see, I'll bring it in. I've done some sort of distorted leather effects on this leather straps. I want to do a very similar sort of thing on the glove, because the glove itself is just very plain at the moment, so that's probably the next area I want to attack. So I'll take these axe bits off. A palette. Oh, you know what? I didn't get myself a palette out, did I? That's clever. Right, where's the box of painting sundries? Directly underneath me, is it? There it is. Right, okay. 2 seconds. Let's move that drawer. Come on. I hope I've washed some up. I've got quite a few palettes, but I end up leaving them all over the sink to wash, and then every time I go in here, I'm really... Oh, there we go. We are lucky enough. I've got 2, in fact. Might need 2. At least then I can just tear through. I'm not wet paletting it today, sod all that. No need. No need. It means I've got to fiddle around even more. And I'm only doing tiny amounts of paint at this stage. Tiny bits. So, this leather. We want some leathery colours. What have we got? I've had to rearrange and move my paints around on this. This camera here, I can move in and out. I can actually also bring you down to the desk level and show you. So, we can actually watch Dread painting as he's doing it, like, you know. I just thought the other camera's a nice one just to have a nice angle on the miniature up there. you can just see it. But yeah, we can play around with this camera. This one moves. But I moved all the paints around earlier on. That's what I'm saying. I had a right fiddle about, and now I've mixed them all up. The ones I was using. Hemp, that one might be good. Speaking of which, right. What else we got? No, not Mars Orange. I thought I had some leather brown. That'll help. Creams, some creamy colours. Yeah. Don't aged white. Nah. Well, maybe if I'm gonna highlight up. Dwarf skin. That's got a bit of a. Yeah. What else we got? A bit of sepia wash maybe. Might use a drop of that. Do. Rust. No. Rust. No. Well, have I got any other browns up there I fancy using? Let's have a little look up on the. Let's have a look up on the shelf up there. See. Let's have a look what we got. Couple of browns there. They look like they might be useful. Oh, there's a good few up there. Oh, I'll have to climb up on the chair. I will. Right. If you hear a thump, and then you don't hear from Dread, call an ambulance. Maybe. Right. I think they'll do. We'll come down before we fall down. Oh. It's like a surgical arm that I've got this on, isn't it? Got yourself a Vortex paint shaker, Dread. Actually, I've ordered one. As soon as I saw Luke's clickbait video about giving up using Army Painter paints, which would have been so much easier if you just put, wow, look at this amazing, titled it along the lines of, wow, amazing paint shaker, because I would have been like totally on it still, and I still totally was on it. As soon as I watched that, I was like, brilliant idea. Man, I've got to get one. So yeah, thanks Luke. I have ordered one, but no, it ain't arrived yet. In fact, it ain't even sent yet. I've checked on it. Like, I ordered it straight away as soon as that video dropped, and it ain't even left China yet. Oh, yeah, you're right, Aaron. Yeah, it does cost money to call an ambulance out, so don't even bother. No, if you don't hear from me, then do. If I'm there going, I'm alright, don't worry about the ambulance, then, yeah, don't worry. I'll drag myself there. Thank you to my friend Aaron, another Aaron, actually, who lives just outside there. There's two Aarons that live here. One of them just made me this nice coffee. I don't know if he's watching. Doubt it. Doubt it. Dread needs a haircut so bad. Check this out, look. Oh, God, I miss my dreads at this stage. Why did I do that right in the middle of a bloody pandemic thingy-majiggy? Right, anyway. We got these leather paints. The ones I'm fancying the look of right now is, well, funny enough, leather brown. That one actually looks like it's going to lend itself well to what I'm doing. It's sort of a warmer, lighter tone than the brown that I've already got. I think the Beastie Brown is also decent. It's got a nice sort of more of a... See, there's the two paints there. The Beastie Brown's got more of a sort of a reddy sort of brown, a warm brown, and I think that might lend itself. It's got sort of yellow hints in it as well. It would lend itself well to that as well, which is the reason why I also was picking up the dwarf skin, because although it's not a brown, it's got those hues, you know. So yeah, rather than, I think they would be. Well, mind you, it wouldn't hurt to sort of lean into a sort of a warmish cream as well. These sort of sandy sort of colours. What are they? Desert yellow, Top Lights SS Camo. So, like, yeah, I mean, I don't even pay attention usually to what the names of paints are. I just go by what colour they look like and whether it's going to lend itself to what I'm doing. It just so happens that one that I'm looking for in the leather process is actually called Leather Brown, which I think... Would we go for that one first, or would we go for... I'm going to go for the Beastie Brown first, because I think the more distorted areas are going to be in the Leather Brown and the lighter colours. So I just want to get a sort of a... Yeah, just a general, just a slight touching of this around. What's everyone saying? Who's clicking? We don't have your address or real name to call an ambulance. My name's Artie. Anyway, if you just tell them, Dread, they'll know. I'm a big deal. I'm on YouTube. I'm massive. Everyone knows me. Celebrity and all that, you know. At least I've been convinced of that by my good friend Steve-O, who is also, I mean, he's a huge star. He's massive. I don't know if you've heard. He's a big, big deal. So he's been advising me. He's actually my YouTube coach, you know. So yeah, I'll just listen to whatever Steve-O says, really, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be nowhere without him. He's huge. I'm never going to stop having fun with that, ever. Right. Okie dokie. Let's get this camera showing you what I'm actually doing. Let's move it in. Let's get in closer. Just mixing some paint in the palette. Aye. Don't want the crotch cam, no, do we? Let's behave ourselves there, boys and girls. Right. Oh, this also means that I can have a little toke on my cigarette. Right, so I'll just watered down a bit of that Beastie Brown. I actually quite like the colour of it as it is. I don't think I'll add anything else to it just yet. Do want to get myself some tissue. So I've got something to wipe on. Oh, I do want to check the colour anyway on my hand first. And the thinness of it. Yeah, lovely and thin. Nice. Right, so that's going to do what I want it to, I hope. Let's move this camera up. It's not in my way. Oh, it's always going to be in my way, isn't it? Typical. At least I can go ambidextrous on it. So yeah, all I'm doing is I'm literally I'm barely putting anything on there. Like, it's very, very thin. If you can even see on the tissue there, it's very, very thin. It's not barely got any pigment in it, you know. So it's just leaving a sort of a staining on the leather, which I'm going to build up, which will take a little bit of time. But this colour's more sort of for an accent. The other colour, as I come up in the other colour, it'll get a little bit thicker in the pigment scale of things. I mean, be leaving more on there. Just at the moment, wanting to leave a bit of an accent. Which is difficult to convey on camera. Scrunch there, so you're going to come up round. Definitely going to have a scrunch. That's going to end up a bit too grey if I ain't careful. Right, I do want to actually drop a little bit more pigment in there because it's a bit too thin even for my liking. Go on, boom. One more drop. Will make the world of difference. Rightio, let's get going again. Right, so stick it. Oops. Little bit of pooling where I don't want it. It's alright, can I handle that? Okay. I'm liking it with that little bit extra pigment, to be honest. It's showing a little bit better now. So let's go back in on there then. Let's bring some more out. Building it up. Same thing on the thumb. So, anyway, what's the crack with all of you guys? What's been going on, Elspect? Most of you already finished your competition entries, haven't you? It's just Dread that's lagging behind. This is why you're watching, just to see can he actually get it done in time. It's nerdy there. It's nerdy there. Unbelievable stuff. Coming along, actually. Take that howder off out of the way. Not going to notice so much around there, but they're worth having there. Come round to them later again. One through there. Through there. Not even noticing that. Oh, don't pull in there, you git. Fuck you. Get out. Get out. Oh, I had such a mishap with the I had a right sodding bad time with some. What was I doing? I was varnishing it. That's what I was doing. I varnished it, and oh my god, it's speckled all over the place. Just before I went on stream with Big Neck Dan Skull. Yeah, pain in the bum that was. I can tell you. That way. There we are. Oh. No, that way. That's it. Correct. Anyway, right. So we go in with a little bit of that leather brown because I really want to see. Give it a shake first. Duh. Don't be forgetting these things. My silence has confirmed what, Dave? Don't know if you were too young to remember Dread, but in the early to mid-90s, there were droves of university students with dreadlocks. Nah, I didn't get my dreadlocks till well, I had them for 10 years, so it was about 10 years ago I got my dreads. It was more so part of a personal sort of thing, because I'd been through something, and a change of life sort of thing, a near-death experience. So yeah, it was just a thing for my own self, just to sort of mark that. And yeah, I think it's good. I mean, for my own personal reasons and my own personal growth and all the rest, it's a thing that I've done and I moved past, and you know, they were cool. I loved them, and I wish I could have them forever, but like realistically, dreadlocks are not forever. Like, you are going to go bald if you try and keep them forever. That's going to happen. Or you're going to get patchy hair. You know, it's not sustainable. Oh, I see. Going to be like that, are we? Going to just interfere with the music scene. How dare they? I bet it's just asking, are you sure you want to continue listening? Yeah, I do. I do, actually. Yeah, thank you very much. I find it therapeutic to listen to a bit of music as I do my painting. Don't know about you guys. Just warn me if I start singing. That's when you know. Lads on the Discord have to warn me every now and again. Dread, you're singing. Yeah, so I expect most of you will finish your entries, haven't you? I expect Brat's got a good few of them piling in today on the very last day to be dealing with for his summary video. If you don't know, Brat the War Boss does a summary video about the competition entries every month, and he'll have the announcement of the winner on his channel as well. So you should catch that. It's good, just even if you're not even entered yourself and you're just interested in getting some good inspirations for Orky builds and stuff like that, check it out, because some of the very best painters and artists and converters, even, like, there's so much talent on display in that group. It's unbelievable, and so many of those people enter the competitions that are so good, with no end of amazing entries every month. Definitely worth checking out. Alright, so if I can just probably on that camera's easier. So I'm just sort of adding little lines, little dashes. So once I've gone around and I've added lots of these little distress lines, I use a couple of different shades, and I go around and I just put them all over, and then I'll give it another wash of brown over the top just to blend them all in a bit. Yeah, oh jeez, talk about entries though. Clint's Chinook, actually no, that wasn't the Chinook, that was the other wagon that's rolling over the Space Marine. And Drunken's entry as well. Oh my god, there's some awesome entries. I'm nervous of some of them. The Hodges entered this time as well. He tried to enter the last time and he didn't enter in the he did it in the Facebook group, not in the Discord, so he missed out, but he's entered this time and he's done a blinding job. So there's a good few, you know, talented people that have put their work in there, so yeah, worth checking it out. That's one of the great things about being in an Ork group, is compared to other chapters, I mean, we've got so many people that really do push the boundaries, because that's what Orks are about, you know, like it's the race if you want to really mess about converting and having fun, you know. So we've got so many brilliant talents in our group. It's not like being in a, spaceman group when I don't barely have anything going on ever. It's all just, look at my out the box perfect marines. Yeah. At least we've got exciting shit going on. Actually, I say that I've never even frequented. I'm just prejudging. I've never frequented a spaceman group ever, so I don't really know. Ever. Whatever. Don't care what the beakies are up to anyway. Boring gits. Don't exist to be trampled. Target practice. Just make good beer can holders. Their helmets or ashtrays. Never take a beaky seriously. Oh, Dread, you're doing it. Good job there ain't so many words in these tunes. Right, it's got some distress marks on it. Let's get some more. Starting to like the way it's looking. Get some across that way. Gotta lick my brush. Fuck's sake. Went using the good brush and it still messed me about. Give it a little rinse. Harren, what are you in the group? You said you entered in the March challenge. What's your name as far as the Discord server is concerned, mate? Oh, you did not. Oh, you didn't enter. Alright. Oh, I didn't enter that. Alright, yes, sure. Reading too fast. Sorry, man. Right. Let's see if I can actually do this on camera rather than not on camera, eh? That might be helpful for you guys. That's way too big. Don't like that. There you go. Finger. A few little thin strokes like that is what you want. Nothing much coming out. It's not a pen. It's not a pen, Dread. Anything coming out? There's no ink coming out. What's going on? You've got to wet the brush, mate. That's what you've got to do. You know that. It's the way those things work. Don't know if you know. You obviously don't. I need to lick it again, don't I? Typical. Alright. Do. I just don't know just what I do. If I fuck this up now at this stage, I don't know what I'll do. Let's get on this side a bit. Sorry I'm quiet, guys, but I am, as I said, taking a very chill live stream and just doing a bit of painting. If you want to ask Dread something, put at Dread so I'll spot it, because it's every now and again I'm just looking up at the screen. I'm just assuming you guys are chatting away to yourselves, but if you want to ask Dread something, just put at Dread and just don't make it too bloody long, or we'll be having words. Or we won't be having words because I won't bother. I do what I do. Right, let's have another little cheeky tokey wokey. Right, guys. Okay, so I'll probably change up into a different colour now. Might go for this dwarf skin that I was on about, or at least put a bit of it out and see what I want to do with it. Oh, it's very, very pinky. Okay. Alright. Maybe I'll add that to that brown now, because I quite like the look of that. And that look like they go. Oh shit! Ah, fuck! The lid is stuck in there. Cunt. Drop a lid. Just pour. Oh, look at that! Look at that catastrophe! Just poured a load of it out. The epoxy lid with it. Oh, bastard! Well. That's all I can say. Bloody well. Damn. Let's get that, a little bit of that in there. Just mix that in there. Let's just see if we can make a colour we like. It's a bit too ready now. That's annoying. Okay, let's get the other brush. Where's the other one? Let's get this one here. Let's just take a bit of that. Drag that off that way. We don't need loads anyway, so. That looks more usable. Yeah, no, that's nice. Right, have a bit of that. Don't leave the brushes in there. Get them out. I'll stick them there. Right, detail brush. Let's have a little look. Let's see how we like that. Oh yeah, straight away I like it. Yeah. Yeah, that adds a nice bit of interesting colour. Yeah. That Dread, I'm just painting along at the moment. Oh, nice one, Aaron. Good one. What you painting, mate? Because you've already finished your competition entry, didn't you? Dan Skull should switch to Citadel paints. Funny. That was actually straight up a Vallejo bottle as well. It wasn't even one I'd switched over to. Didn't realise that. That's the first time that's ever happened to me, actually, as it goes as well. That's never happened to me before. Funny. Tired of your dropper bottles spilling out? Switch to GW. Funny. Yeah, see, it's a good point though. I mean, there's always cause to complain about pretty much anything, because it's not that GW are terrible. I mean, I would argue their paint pots are, but yeah, it's just products. Products can be flawed from whoever they come from. What I will say actually to you guys is Warfront. These are great paints, these Warfront paints, but I'll tell you, they are rather thick for dropper bottle paints. And they really do clog in the nozzle. Really clog in the nozzle. Like every time I use one, I have to stick something down it, or take the nozzle out and clean the nozzle out. So you lose that bit of paint that gets stuck in that nozzle each and every bloody time. Frustrating. So you know you know, I can now speak about dropper bottles in a sense of like the downsides to them, because the bit of paint that you get stuck up in that nose, that's going to dry in there, and then it's dry. It's crap. So you know, they're not. There's no brilliant solution on the market yet. There's no amazing solution. It's just they're the best of the bunch, I'd say. Oh, I managed to get a really nice thin stroke on that then. That's what I want. Ah, that's too big. Trying to get these lines in sort of different directions to each other as well, because they're not all going to be in the same way. The way a leather glove distresses is, you know, there's a lot of movement in leather, isn't there, on a glove. I've had that before where I've bought leather gloves before, and you sort of, they look too new to start with. It's great when they start getting that distressed look, you know. I love it. Just takes a while to get it in there. Same way with a leather jacket. I've got a brown leather jacket, and my God, I've had that now for, I don't know, like 20 years maybe now, and it still don't look properly worn. Enough I ought to drag it behind a car or something. Get it properly worn. Probably pass that down to my kids if I have any. Leather jacket. I'll use it to get some first. Got to find me a woman. Got to be wearing my cool man Mr. Leather jacket. Lady killer. Right, just get a bit of this on this top section because I didn't get any of this colour up here. It's hard to see with you guys in the way with your camera. What you like? All in my face, all in my way. Gits. Nah, brush ain't applying. It's drying. That's too. That's right, that'll dry in. Might be a bit vivid now, but that'll dry in. Right, okay, let's let that dry for a little second. Let's come back to you guys. So what are you saying? Let's have a little read of the old stream. Dread, yes, I finished my Storm Boys for the... Oh yeah, of course you did. You did the Storm Boys for the smokestacks. That's right, mate, yeah. Kush D. Just... Yeah, you can't get just a drop out of the GW paints. It's very true. I do much prefer dropper bottles, I'll be honest, I do. And to be honest, like when you buy a Games Workshop paint and then you transfer it over, you're using a bit of thinners to get the stuff out and a ball bearing to get the last of the paint out of the pot and into the dropper. So you end up expanding the amount of paint you've got because you're using thinners and making that paint last a bit longer too, because you're stopping it from drying out with the thinners in there. It's preserving it a bit. There are other mediums you can add as well. Other if you use go to an art shop and you get medium, just artist acrylic medium and stuff, add that to your paint instead of the thinners, and then you basically, it's the stuff that they use to make paint, so it's like what's in your paint to keep it thin and whatnot, rather than the thinners, which is in there to thin your paint, but it dries out. It sort of evaporates more, I think. So, yeah. The Troggoth looks beautiful. Thank you, Gitman. It'll look perfect at the end of the stream. Well, I should hope so. I should hope so. I've got a list, like I said. So we've got the streaks on the shoulder, on the gloves to do. Leather gloves. And then I want to do on the shoulder pads. I'll move that out of the way because it makes the colour go funny. On the shoulder pads, I've done some rust, as you can see, but it's still like between the areas of rust. I want to have some streaks coming down. So I want to get in there and do some streaking. And like with the brass, I've done a little bit of oxidization, brass oxidization there, but I want to do a little bit more on, this piece is brass up here, so I want to have a bit of green oxidization coming down, running down from that. I've also got the goggles, the actual black in the goggles. I want a gloss in there so it looks like shiny lenses. Maybe give it another touch of black because it don't look black enough in there. I want to... what else we got? The goggle wires. Oh yeah, these green wires at the sides of the goggles, they need touching up. They look a bit naff at the minute. The burner that's on the trailer and the burner that's up on the howdah, they both want sooting up or heat distortion or whatever. I'm not sure yet which I'm going to go for. I don't really... Well, oh yeah, I could do either. It don't really matter. Oh yeah, the mushrooms as well. That one on the ear's okay. The one on the leg's okay, but these few on the base here, the stems of them need a little bit of attention, just to make them stand out a little bit more. the goggles on the grot around the back. That needs some attention. In fact, they look a bit uneven to me. Yeah, they need some attention. Don't like the look of them. What else? Got to glue the grot onto the howdah and finish weathering the howdah, because I hadn't finished weathering the howdah either. And what else? Oh yeah, the little pustules. Some of them are shiny because I put some petrol spills actually. So, yeah, it's very clear, but just has a little shine, a little bit of a green shimmer, and I put it into some of them. Well, actually, I touched it into one by accident, and I was like, do you know, yeah, and I touched it on some others, and then I was like, oh, I haven't finished doing it, so I was, will I go around the rest of the model and do it to the rest of them? Yeah, I think I probably will. So, yeah, and that's about it, really. Then things are pretty well there. I'm fairly happy otherwise. Might go another touch highlight on the hair thing, maybe. Well, I don't want it to be too light. I like it to be fairly dark. It's got highlight areas. I like grim dark, I paint things bright, but then I like to knock them back quite a bit and make it look, pretty grim. So yeah, that's the list of bits and bobs to finish. Read one thing. No, I read that one. Just release Spores on Death. That's my plan. The Troggoth looks beautiful. I read that. What kit is a helmet crest from? The crest, the top bit is actually from a Escher. It's from a Escher girl from the Necromunda. And the helmet itself is it's actually the searchlight that you get for Imperial tanks. The bit that's got the hair on it now is what used to be the clip to clip it on, and it the light would be where the head is, as such. It's upside down sort of thing. So yeah, and then I built the studded thing around the outside of it and the straps and all that onto it myself. So, and the goggles are actually made from the bottom of a Puppet Swore deplane rocket launcher. It's a twin rocket launcher. That's why there's then two circle bits. So I thought, I use that. That's handy because I didn't use it on the plane. So I thought, that's a handy piece. I use that. But yeah, I'm just like, am I happy with the Earth? I'm still not sure because I only did it the other day. Whether the ground looks okay. I spent, like I say, a long time all day just fiddling around, doing it again and again. I don't think I'm ever going to be perfectly happy, am I? But that's what I'm like. Also, while I look at it, I touch up this signpost as well. And we'll stop leaving our decent. I've got one decent brush here that I'm using. I've only got the one special brush that I'm using, so I don't get it confused with the others, and I keep leaving it down in the water pot. I'm going to bend up all the bristles. Would you have a crack at making some diggers from Gorkamorka? I'm too new to the hobby to try a conversion to that scale myself, but I haven't seen any on YouTube. Well, I've got a couple of boxes of a couple of drawers underneath. I'll pull them out in a minute. I'll show you. We'll talk on that subject in just a sec. We'll talk about diggers. Come back to that. Just touch this up a bit. Just get this bit of paint on here and then we're done. And I'll get the diggers out. Yeah. Okay, diggers then. Right, sure. Okay, right, so let me just show you. Right, hopefully it's that box there. Oh, it's certainly one of them. Which one's this? This is the... So I've got my own lore, set on a planet called Ganjava, or the Ganjava system. There's a couple of planets, but... So what I've got is I've got several different teams or forces, crews that exist on this planet. There are some which were industrial workers there before the Orks arrived. They're you know, a long way from being industrial workers anymore. There are some that have broke off and become independent and Ork hating, and some that have become well, at least try and blend in with their overlords, like diggers. So I've got a bunch of we might as well stick with the camera down camera, haven't we? That one. So I've got some of the Goliaths, which I've just changed some heads on and stuff like that, so it's like a puppet's warhead. But they're going to be they've got an orky look to them already, but they're not my actual sort of digger style guys. Although they're fans of the orky way, you know, in a sense they fight like orcs. They realise, you know, they're the bigger dudes, the industrial guys. So yeah, they've got little touches to their armour and stuff that make them look a bit orky anyway, don't they? But I've actually got other gangs, which I'll show you. So first of all, these are from Ramshackle Games. Now this is like what I think is a sort of digger shaman. So he's got like an orky mask, and he's got this big cloak on, hiding the fact that he's a human underneath it all. Alright, that's one of them. And then you've got this guy who's wearing an orky looking mask, but he's obviously a human too. Same sort of deal, he's concealing the fact that he's human, making himself blend in, and he's got a burner. And then there's this guy again, another human with cape, sort of doom looking mask, but he fits in too. He's got an orky looking burner, so I'm going to have him as one of them as well. That's those dudes. And then I have also got a bunch of the Tau from the war game exclusive as sort of like Ronins. And then what have we got in here? This is the rest of them. Right, okay, so I also have I've got a bunch of the Traitor Guard from Blackstone Fortress, which I think will make really good. I mean, I'm still going to convert them up a little bit, but I think they'll make great diggers. They really will. So I'm just going to... It's very Mad Maxy what I'm going for, you know? So just imagine Mad Maxy. I think you can very well imagine it with that Troggoth. Sort of sets the theme on the look of my stuff very well. This guy works well, I think. That's very Mad Max already, doesn't it? Right, very cool. So that's them. And then I have also got... from Puppets War, a whole bunch of these guys, which are like wearing scrap armour, very wastelandy. So I've got a whole bunch of those as well, like 10 of those. And then from various independent companies, I've bought the odd bit. So I have a couple of like, let's get this girl out here. So this one here, she blends in well with the Eschers. She's got dreadlocks. She just blends in well with the Escher girl. She's got that sort of sci-fi vibe. I like her. And then there's this guy that I got to be the rep of me. Because when I had my dreads, I thought, well, the way the hair's painted, it could be, I could paint that as dreads. So I got that guy to represent real life me. Down on my battlefield. Yeah, he's just got a shooter and a sword, keeping it simple. Trench coat. But yeah, man, like there's so many different companies out there that if you just grab little bits and bobs from here and there and put them together, like another good example is also from ramshackle games. These bikers, like, that fits him in the Mad Max sort of digger theme as well. Like, look at the mask on him, and he's riding along on his bike. And this one as well, dirt bike rider. So just got to look around, get a few bits from different places. Like, I haven't started putting these diggers or these human forces together yet because I haven't got enough yet. It's just like with my orcs. Like, I'll wait till I've got enough bits to go. Yeah, I'm ready to tackle that now. And it took me a long time to get all the orcs together before I was ready to start going, right, I'll start building units. You know, like, I never want to run out of stuff because I always want it to be there. If I'm building shooter boys, I can go, right, I'll grab that. I've got a drawer here, shooters, for example. Look, pull out the shooter drawer, and I've got ones that are the standard boy shooters at the back there, and then I've got all these different baggy ones, all third-party ones, all in the front here, all different shooters, different sorts of collections, so I can pick out the style of shooters I want, and then I can go into the bodies and the heads and the, you know, nothing's set by what it should be on the box or anything like that. I can just go, right, I want to create a bit like a box of Lego, except organised, so you can see where things are. Alright, should be able to get another layer on that. Yeah, that's just dried, so I'll just touch that up again. Right, so on that list, well, am I happy with these gloves? Yeah, we've got enough streaks on them gloves, I think, for now. So I'm going to make a thin wash to go over, just to blend the browns in a little bit better. So let's come bring the camera down and let's have a look where we're going to go with some paint. I'll move the palette in. Right, so what I'm going to use is we'll use a little bit of contrast snakebite leather. We'll use what we got up here? Sepia. No. Antelope brown. Let's have a little shake of that. No. What we got here? Burnt umber. Put a drop of that. I'll see what we like. Yeah. The inks are very rich. There's a lot of pigments in them. I should tell you that. So if you get the Daleroni inks, then you only need a drop. Like, they really do add a lot. Unlike citadel paints, which are thin to the fuck. Well, there you go. Well, they're not. They're quite a lot of them are quite thick, but you know, they're cheapy. They're cheaply made. In comparison, it's a cheaper product. Well, that costs more. Go figure. Drop of water. Ah, fucking! I'm changing that water thing. Damn it! The amount of times that's happened to me now, it's pissing me off. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that. That's nice. Right, let's go for some of that then. That's made that look a bit more lively and a bit warmer. I like it. I'm not worried about it splashing on the metal at all because it's a very light brown and it's only going to help. Doesn't matter if it does. Not an issue. Right there, see. And it's likely to happen in between the spikes anyway. Gonna touch the metal in places, isn't you? It's gonna happen. Drop more of that. Yeah. Right. Okay. It's saying, are you still listening? I am still listening. Gear. Did you roll that one yourself? I did, mate. I did. Championship cigarette roller. Yeah. It's experience. I might actually use this brown wash that I've just made to add some interest, some stainage elsewhere. I'll just test it out on this this piece. Yeah, that's cool. It's quite yellowy. Yeah. Right, so I'll just go around. I'll just add a few stains around on that as well. Quite yellowy, so just be wary of that. Anywhere else I want to touch of that? Don't want to touch down there with it anymore. Yeah, no, I'll say that's about it. Right, big waste of brown, but there you are. It'll sit there in the palette for a while anyway, in case we change our mind somewhere. Do you know what? I might just get a tiny touch of it on the eyes of this grot. Yeah, darken it up just very, very slightly. Yeah, just darken them up just a tad. I prefer yellow eyes. Oh god, get a focus. Probably easier to do a close up there as it goes. No, it's not going to have it that way. Ah, sod it. Sod it, mate. Sod it. It won't have it, will it? You'll see the pictures when it's done anyway, because I'll be posting them up. Right, these hoses, let's touch them up. Oh, actually, could use that brown on them hoses too. Maybe it'll work on them. See, good job I didn't get rid of it. So I've got some green hoses that I'm not really liking too much. I might just see what that brown looks like on them. Just dirty them up a little bit. Ah, fucking fluff on the brush. The brush is going all frayed already. Wanker. Annoying. Right, yeah, stop swearing. And where was you? What was you doing? You had an idea? Damn it. Oh yeah, the hoses. Yeah. Right. Good job someone's paying attention. Do you know I didn't sleep the other night? I did last night, but the night before I completely went a night without sleeping. I was painting this all night, I was. So that's dedication for you. When I actually, like, this will be the first time ever that I've built a conversion and painted it in the same month in my life. I don't think I've ever done that before. I'm so bad for like starting a project and then I put it aside and I'll move on to the next one. So I don't really get that many things finished. But that's all changing. This is what this is all about. It's making me a better producer. Right then, my laddie-o, me laddie-o. Let's see, will we glue you on? I think we might as well, won't we? We can still touch you up if we need to. Talk about touching up. Let's get a bit of that. Where's that brown I just had there? I had one, didn't I? What do I do with it? There, just touch up your shoes quickly because they're a bit worn off. In fact, that ain't going to work. What we're going to need is a touch of actual paint because that's gone back to the plastic. Don't know how that happened. Let's go for a darky brown then. Where you can't reach it, it don't make no sense. Oh yeah. Oh, that one's not even opened. I won't open that now. Oops. How about that one? No. Oh, what have we got open in that sort of shut? Oh, do you know what? Ain't gonna work, is it, to go with one of them? Let's go for that. I do. Only the tip of the shoe. Fuck's sake. Oh. Don't want to get paint. I do. I'll try on. Right, let's use that brown then that I've just put out, which is a rust colour. I'll just do a few dabs of it here and there. what's been said is beautiful. Did you roll that one yourself? We can no longer see Dread's beautiful face. That beautiful face, you mean? Sorry, mate. I weren't really saying anything, so there was no need to be looking at me, really. I was painting. Actually, what I want is a silver, a bright silver, brightish, not silver, chainmail silver. I do. Just a tiny touch. Tiny touch, tiny touch. Like that. Just go. Like that. Yeah, a little bit of damage. It's just very, very subtle bits of chipping and damagey bits on the axe head. That's what we're doing. What else? So, gloss of goggles. Oh yeah, the goggles. Right, let's get another drop of black in there. Right, so we had a nice black the other day. Where did that go? All satin black. That's the one. Get a drop of that. It's actually for tyres, this one. Satin black. Lovely. Right. Detail brush. Get them goggles. Get that face. Nice. That looks better. Nice. Yeah, I should just drop a big drop of it in there like the same way. There we are. Yeah. Get that glossy then. Can you see it? So, while we're there, I'm going to want a bit more of a shiny silver again, which I just add, and I put down, where did I put it there? Let's touch up his nose piercing, because sometimes you will find with silver paint and metallic paints that they like to rub away from the areas that you put them on. That can happen. So, just before you finish, sometimes want to check up some places. Oh fuck, never use that brush for metallic. You almost used my good brush. Oh, I did just use my good brush on the metallic. Right, let me just crisis aversion and just use a bit of that paintbrush cleaner. Do not want them metallic fibres ruining my sable brush. If you use cheap brushes, you won't have this problem, but if you if you've got a mixture of brushes and you use some good and some bad, if you've got some good quality brushes, then you'll want to get yourself some brush soap. This brand, that's a good one. You'll find it if you go looking. There's lots of good brands though, to be fair. The brush soap's brush soap, pretty much. They're all great. I haven't found a bad one yet, to be honest. Right, so that's that cleaned. I'm not using that brush. So we were doing some metallics, weren't we? What was we doing with metallics? We're touching up the nose stud right here. That's what we're saying. I do want to get a glove really going picking this up at this stage. Right, that touched that up. Let's just check elsewhere. I know that the shine wears off on the edges of these chains. And the ones that are facing into the light might as well be bright. Nice. Just check around here. Yeah, there's a bit there that needs doing, I think. Right, don't miss it. Get it right. Yeah, that's it. Tell you what, it needs a new point to it. So I'll just touch up some. Actually, I should probably do that with a smaller brush, even. Just going to get some of the rivets touched up as well. There's one or two that sort of need a little bit of love by the looks of it. Sorry guys, I can't bring you in on this one. That's it. Haha, gotcha. Don't forget that. Okay, let's touch these ones up because I do want them ones to be shiny. Ah, cunt. Right, don't want that to happen. Ah, it's alright. No, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Thought it went a bit too much then. Yeah. There we are. Because although they're rusted around the edges of them, I think just to pick out the tops of them, not each one, and leave that one rusty, that one pick out. Pick that one out. Pick that one out. Leave that one rusty. That one's going to be shiny. So is that one then. Yeah. Let's have a look on this side. That one's got enough shine for my liking. Oh, watch your fingers, have got paint on them, mate. Yeah, that one, that one. I think they are going to be silver top too. Breaks up the brass then. gives it a reason for the oxidisation too, doesn't it? They've already got their sharp edges. Yeah. Alright, yeah. No, you're good enough. Right, okay. I do want to get some dark shading on that front of that metal. So, I'm mumbling to myself. Well, lads, I've got to be heading off now. Man's got some schoolwork to be doing. See you later, Git man. Take care, mate. Right, okay. Oh, hello. Ding dong. Time for another. Okay, so I want some dark ink or some. Will I use ink or will I might use. What do they call it now? Games Workshop's one. What's it called? Null oil. Yeah, I'll use a little bit of that actually. I don't mind it staining, I want it to stain. Just dab some of that around these gloves and see how I feel about it. Actually, let's get some of that soaked out of there. There's a bit too much of that yellowy greeny stuff in there. That's dry. Don't do as much as I thought it'd do. Alright, maybe I do want an ink. Maybe that's not going to do it. I'll go a bit heavier on it, maybe. Yeah, just have to go a bit heavier with it, that's all. Just don't be so shy with it. There we go, let that dry a bit, see how that comes out. Shine man. Boom. Right, lovely. Oh, right lads. It's coming together, it's coming together, it's coming together. What else we let's cross some stuff off the list. Oh. Right, leather glove. Satisfied. Still got Gloucester goggles. Goggle wires, soot, mushroom stalks, grot goggles. Gosh, still got some bits to do, mate. I've only crossed one thing off my list. Well, I found other things to do, didn't I? That's why. Right, you have to excuse me. I've got one of them combo yogurt pots with a free wooden spoon, which I just throw in my fire. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hope you guys are appreciating the fact I didn't monetize, so I could just play some tunes. Hope I don't get in trouble. Just want to play music I want to listen to, you know what I mean? And I need, I've got that like knots in my stomach, like the rush, like not in a bad way. It's just I know that it has a physical effect. It's just the time pressure. I know I've got to get this done today, so I've got the little knots in my stomach. So a bit of chilled music, you know, calm me down a little bit. Right. Put that camera down so you can see it better. Marcus likes the music, thanks mate. Marcus, quit smoking. Yes mate, I did try. I've been trying for a while. My big stimulus for quitting before was being with somebody that I thought was going to be a, you know, a lasting thing, and I was going to have family with, so, you know, that was a good reason for stopping. Then that fell apart, so that was a good reason for not stopping. So yeah, I'm going back home to the UK, and I'm going to be going back to my career as an engineer. So I'm just enjoying the holiday while it lasts. When I go home, or before I go home, I've got to stop, because I can't be having it in my life when I'm carrying on. So I'm already resigned to I'm quitting, and I know I am, and I've already tried just a couple of times and sort of had some reasonable success, but sort of having a sort of cut off in my mind, just it's fairly there, and I know it's there. Sorry. Tell Dread to paint more Orks, says Dan. You're live, you get. I am Steve. Hello, mate. I'm actually doing a thing for anyone that's got a fetish for people eating yogurts on YouTube, because I'm sure that's what you're all tuned in for. Okay. I'm going to pop the kettle on. Because I can. Straight back. But when it does go off, fuck me, I can never hear every fucking mouthful of that food. Well, calm yourself down. Right, anyway, so, for Steve-O's benefit, and for anyone that's just joined, this is my work in progress that should be finished by this evening, and that picture's that's just gonna drop. Okay. There we are, that's better. Bring it down. Has to be finished this evening. And photographed and done and ready. I spent a long time yesterday fart-arsing around doing the basing and getting that looking real. Getting that looking real. So yeah, got a little list of finishing touches that we're just working our way through. Have them goggles dried. No, we'll give that a little bit longer, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick some gloss varnish in there. Tell you what, we'll go around and do that thing that I'm going to regret doing, the oil spills thing. But I've already done it in some places and they've got a bit of a sheen. I think I should finish what I started. I'll show you what it does. Right, so already did them ones there, so we'll do some of these ones on the back because they're in the sun, so we'll just say it's the ones that are in the sun mostly. So it wets them, too much, soak it back up. Just gives them a bit of a sheen, which I just thought give them a bit of visual interest is all. That's done now anyway. Might as well fucking do a bit on the legs and yeah, go on. Fuck it. Kettle's boiled. I'm gonna go and make the tea in a sec. Definitely on these arsey ones. There's actually up the arse here, there's some skulls I didn't want to even bother picking out. Just gonna class them as all just parts of these warty bits. It's the only thing I don't want anyone to notice. If you want to ask me where the flaw is on this, it's the fact that I haven't picked out these skulls up here, but I didn't want to. I should have covered them over with something, but I didn't think to do it. Didn't see them when I was building the thing. I'd never even noticed them. Otherwise I would have covered them over with some green stuff. Oh, the armpit ones, they've definitely got to get some of this shimmer, haven't they? Oh yeah. I wonder, I'm curious as to what it would look like if I actually take this petrol spills and actually was to apply it to all of the skin. I wonder what that would do. I wonder how it'd look. I'm curious. I mean, I don't want to go experimenting at this stage, but maybe I'll just put a bit in the armpit and see what I feel. I like playing. I'm a bit of a player. Do it in the crease and see what we think. I'll just put it in the crease there and then see that dry and see what I think. See if it changes the tone too much or what it does. It's probably going to leave a shimmer. There we go. That's what we do. We play, we experiment, we have fun. Right. Just remember to myself that that's the engine spills, petrol spills, the Vallejo. And I'll show you up there, that one. Petrol spills. So that's what I just put on there. It's odd thing to be putting on skin, I know, but it was an accident earlier that happened the other day, so I was like, I did touch the skin. Do you know what? It touched it on one of the warts and it looked kind of okay, so I was like, I'll just leave it. Maybe I'll touch up a few more, and then I did. Right, let's do something fun. Let's do some streaking effects on them shoulder pads. Now, what I can't do is do it with oils faffing about like that right now, because I've varnished, but I didn't varnish the last time, so I don't want to undo any of what I've done with the rusting, so I'm just going to paint someone, so I've got to be very careful. What am I going to use? We're going to use might use some of that. Might use that. So we've got Rust Texture and Engine Grime by Vallejo. Might use those. Streaking Rust Effects by MIG. That's an enamel. Got to remember that. Streaking Grime by AK. Yeah, that's not a green one, is it? That's a dirt one. Yeah, it's a dirt one, yeah. Slimy Grime. Do I want any slimy grime? Not really, no. No. Exhaust wash. Oh yeah, that stuff. No, I don't know. Do. Slimy grime, moss, tracks, rust streaks. Yeah, we'll have that one as well. That's an AK one. Right. They're all enamel-y ones. Let's put them there for a second. Right, all this fiff-faff. Right, that cup of tea. Check this out. I've actually got myself a little intermission screen. You'll love it.
Say that I on my way to Westmoreland. Besides a madman in our garbage stand. Say that a sufferation in a Babylon.
Born slave. Oh yes, in a Babylon.
Yeah. Said a sufferation in a Babylon. That is a sufferation in a Babylon. As if it pass up the food, make the food go round, and that will help to trample crime to the ground. Say me can't stand the pressure in a Babylon. Say that me can't stand the pressure in a Babylon. Babylon a girl and they make put the higher. Liar! I rise the lion. Alright. Damn right. Damn right. Bodo son only the wicked all day. Bodo son only the wicked every day. Say me can't stand the pressure no more. See that me can't stand the pressure no more. So me say that if there's a will, say there must be a way. If you get down on going every day, say you nickel fire to the devil. So me say me can't stand the pressure in a Babylon. Can't stand the pressure in a Babylon. No, 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 no way. No, 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 no way. Pressure, pressure there, man. I saw me say you better turn on your hand, make we make a fashion. Things ration, things ration. Till I say me can't stand the pressure in a Babylon. Babylon, a Babylon, they make go to higher. Can't stand the pressure in a Babylon. Say things ration, say things ration. Me say fi turn on your hand, make we make a fashion. This is sufferation, no generation. Can't stand the pressure in a Babylon. Babylon, Babylon. Bodo son only the wicked every day. Babylon,
in a Babylon.
Babylon, Babylon, I'm going.
All time pressure in a Babylon.
Pagan, December 25th. Don't be no part of his system. I'm sure he'll use you as one of his victims. And if you ask him where him going, him walking to and fro. No place in my father's kingdom for such a spirit, evil spirit. My father, you didn't have to do it, but you do it, you do it. Oh, Jah, oh, Jah, oh, Jah, Jah, oh, Lord. You didn't have to do it, but you do it, and you still doing it. Satan is a sly old fox. If I catch him, I'd lock him in a box. Lock that box and throw away the key for all those funny tricks that Satan played on me now. And if you ask him where him going, him walking to and fro. No place in my father's kingdom for such a spirit, evil spirit.
Welcome back. Oh, Jesus. Don't know what happened there. Camera spun around. Right, dudes. Right, so we're carrying on. What's being said? Steve-O says he's planning to bulk film a few videos over the next couple of days. Next week's going to be a busy one at work. Oh, good. Glad to hear it, mate. Yeah. I've got a backlog of videos I want to be doing. I hadn't been feeling in the mood to be on camera, to be honest with you, for a while. I just weren't feeling it. I just not, you know, I know this is only an OnlyFans video anyway. Like, this isn't a video. This is just me live with me crew, just while I finish off this. Right. So what else we got? Oh, let's do them mushroom stalks. Oh, damn it. That white was the white we wanted for that. Damn, we had that on the palette. Oh, motherfucker. It's an aged white by Vallejo. I love this aged white by Vallejo. It's one of my favourite whites. I use it for everything Orky white. I don't really use white, just for ultra highlights. Aged white. Oh, it's all about that, mate. It's just like when you get like antique white for your walls for at home, you know. It's exactly that colour. It's brilliant. Love it. I think. Do you know what? That music, I'm going to put my own on because I'm getting fed up with them. Keep telling me that I ain't listening to it. Stick some on. Let's go for a change of pace. Let's go for, alright, here you go. This will be funny. You'll like this. Bum. Mr. Bazista. Right, these two. These are funky funny. You'll either hate it or love it. Real. Right, now we need to move that out of the way. Boom, there we are. Right, Kushti. I'm gonna have to move that up. Right, there it is. Bit of water. Do you know, I'm keeping my tea and my water much too close to one another. I think that's an issue. I think the tea is going to have to go over the other side, so don't confuse the two. Because we all know that story, we've all done it. Right, okay. Let's get down and do some painting. The chocolate factory. Yeah. Have got to do something different. So what do we think of the tune? Didn't know you were into that stuff, Dread. What's Geargutz saying? Just remember to have time to yourself, Steve-O. Don't get burned out. Very true, mate. Yeah, Dread does that too often.
I've got a load of vials still in my room. Trying to finish my album, sipping some juice. Unproduced tunes
Ah, fuck you. Give me a brush. My kingdom for a brush. Wash that off. Lucis. Sorry, shouldn't whistle. That's the worst thing, isn't it? Please. The Git man's in the house again, is he? Like ones. And new ones. Sells too much. I do. Back on. Tunbridge Wells. Yeah, name dropping the old Tunbridge Wells. Fly on the wall, fly on the wall. There you. Oh, this is fiddly. Details always are. What's up, geezer? Tunbridge Wells. Ball, big beat, bill. People. Yeah, don't forget to remind yourselves, get yourself a reminder set for the War Boss episode tomorrow on the 1st, as Steve-O says. Oh, Jesus, it's lighter. Who is that girl? That girl, that girl. Five, four, fum. At the end of the night, be mine. Tune. Right, let me pick something else. Brick. Porridge. Oh, what we got? What we got? Oh, what do we fancy? Oh, maybe. Right, back to the painting. Back on! Don't forget to hit the like button in this one. Either, actually. Right, yeah. Oh, I wanted a bit of that cream on the tops of these mushrooms and all. Just on the very tip tops. But I want to water it down first a little bit. Let's get a drop of water in there first. Because I know how mental this water is. Ups. Did you? creamy cat mushrooms. It's got a little white top. I want to hit them with something slimy so they look wet as well. So they stand out. Baggy flag. If you're liking the tunes, since I changed from the reggae stuff, first guy was Mr. Bazista. He's from Tunbridge Wells, if you didn't catch that. And this group, Digit and Tubbs, Baggy Flag, they're from Tunbridge Wells as well. They're representing some of my local homies from when I was a young one. I used to listen and go to these dudes. Mates of my brothers they are also. That's better. No, still don't like it. It wants to be on this edge here. That's better. Better. Better! Proper better, innit? Marcus, you're a ledge. Signed in from several accounts alike. You're a legend, mate. Right. Actually, let that dry, and then we're gonna make them mushrooms wet. That's what we're gonna do. I use some water effects on them, is what I do, or some gloss. Maybe just a bit of gloss varnish to do the trick. Yeah. What do you reckon? Water effects or gloss varnish to give the mushrooms a wet look? Gloss varnish, they're saying. Yeah, I think you're probably right, because it would be handy to use some gloss varnish anyway. I can touch up the metal with the gloss. Yeah, I'll do that. Alright, so, next on the list, so we can do the gloss and do the goggles as well, alright. Nice, nice. So then, what else? Glue the grot on. Let's glue the grot on. Fuck it. We'll go with super glue. Very thin super glue. And hope not to fuck things up. Oh, fucking hell, go away. Yeah. Alright. Let's be brave.
Get your act together and then stand to attention. Get your tracks ready for inspection. Felt the suspension and tension. Did I forget to mention? Flaggy flaggy's running for election, so step down. Flood the place with mixtapes, then move to the next town. Spark up some blood to clear my mind, cause I'm stressed out. Nevertheless, I handle my problems.
There we go, peeps.
Hide it from people, but I know it's there and it gets out eventually. It's gently, mentally causing chemistry. But I'ma keep on working on my music cause it's meant to be. My half a life is helping me like half a night in therapy. Cause I've been writing lyrics since the turning of the century.
Cool.
Would be an ingredient in the recipe.
Let's try that out on there then. Oink. So with the axe on, turn that round the right way, that way around. Oh, there we are.
I'm living life at a risky pace. I'm a shifty face in this backstabbing human race. I'm drawing figure eights and ice with my figure skates just to prove a point of perfection. Can you figure mate? Let me demonstrate like Ollie Bates or illustrate and still spit on tracks of my mouth was gagged with sellotape.
So we've got to do some fixing of this grot on the back. That's for
Magic language like a fucking politician. This is a written decision. Now I'm spitting in Britain. Listen, cause the rhythm is kicking and I ain't winning. I'm just living a typical normal life. I'm an individual.
Yeah. Alright. So the goggles. I'm not so keen on the way the goggles are looking. What do they need? Oh, they need that brown, which I don't know which fagging brown that is now, do I? Balls. I made that one up as well. Oh, actually, I've got this one over here. Fuck it, we'll use that. We're just going to pretend that that's the right brown, because it's going to be now. Just going to make it up now as we go along.
Drinking white lightning, joy riding, dying in a car chase. The type you can't grade unless you're talking class A. Bunking school, getting their tuition down the arcades. Ministers or blame speakers in the rap scene for turning kids meaner than a creature in a bad tree. What about the meals that they feed them in the canteen? Rank meat turning young people into fat teens with no discipline and total ignorance.
Poor looks.
Stoned and indifferent, socially diffident. Time bombs ready to explode when the ticking ends. It's not right, we're living in some long times. It's more than life where we don't acknowledge stop signs. It's high time the younger generation got wise. For some changes, a nation on the uprise. It's not right, we're living in some wrong times. It's more than life where we don't acknowledge stop signs. It's high time the younger generation got wise. For some changes, a nation on the uprise.
It's very hard to let you guys be seeing what I'm doing at the same time. There we are. Probably a bit better.
And it ain't correct. What banks care about is that you paid your debts before you're late to rest. It's not making sense because you paid them all your life, but when you die, they don't pay respect. You're forgotten because you came and left. You gotta stand by your wealth, and it's every man for himself. Fuck tobacco advertising because it's damaging health. The human race has fucked up the land on this world. Sometimes I'm standing on it and it seems I'm standing in hell. The other day I saw a needle in the street and it stays shocking because a kid could pick it up and catch AIDS from it. And all the leaders in the government just ain't honest. I won't be surprised if they
Do you know, the goggles are uneven on these, and it's because of the actual goggles on the miniature. One of them's larger than the other. It's not my painting, it's actually the goggle itself. I'm going to have to make one look smaller by painting more brown around the rim of it. That's mad. Ah. Well, that definitely made it smaller. Yeah, just a little bit more in that crap there. Happening around me, my people get rowdy. These are wrong times and words from a townie. Live life proudly in council housing, surrounded by wrong times. I speak strong rhymes, not about gun crimes or life on the front line. This is my time. Right, wash that off. Now I do want some pure white. Put the lid on that glue before I knock it over. Some Blanco. Blanco white. Mod layer. Blanco white. Just a drop. It's a tiny drop. Literally only want a touch of it anyway. Trying to get them goggles looking alright. Crisscross are outside. Nah, mate. I should play that old school track though, that's funny. The Mac Daddy. The Miggity Mac. Oh, come on. Oh, I need some gas in this light. This is UK hip hop, mate. From back in the early 2000s. So from when early 2000s when I was a teenager, mate. Used to be quite involved in the scene. Right, Kushti. Okay. I can cross off. No, actually, I won't cross off the goggles. I need to. Yeah, I need to still touch a darker. Something darker. Just. That's probably the one I want, so I'm going to have to pierce the nipple in this. Going to open my fantasy games. Chestnut. Oi, oi, we're from the sticks, fuck the bricks. Trees and twigs, boy. Oi, oi, we're from the sticks. Right, now let's try and add a little bit of a darker brown as an accent colour underneath on these goggles. Oh, do you know what? Before I get carried away, I'll get my special goggles. So let's have some fun. Throw your pounds up. Throw your pounds up. Throw your pounds up, Tony. Throw your pounds up. For fuck's sake, I cannot do this. Oi, oi, we're from the Oi, oi, we're from the sticks. Fuck the bricks. It's all about the trees and twigs, boy. So check these out. This is thanks to our good friend John. Yeah, mate. Banging there. And don't I look good, eh? Class, mate. Thanks to John at Earhawks Minis for the great tip. See, before I get like me and John, you can use these sort of things to help you out. Now I can go all cross-eyed while I paint. It's great. Yeah. It's weird though, isn't it? Hey, I mean, it can't, you know. Don't know about you, but I feel a bit weird. Right, let's do some painting. They're my kicker, by the way. This is them. They are actually useful. I can actually see a lot better with them once you get them in the position where you need them. They're great. So let's have another go. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, handy. Can't tell you what, these goggles are half sharp, man. I tell you, I can see what I'm doing. Like, it's amazing. It's really actually very useful. Like, seriously. Right, yeah. Do. Right. Now then, some streaky effects. Oh no, actually touch up that them nails. Then he's done. Get some soft tone. Army paint the soft tone. Just a drop. Just get that brush. Right, now I'm just going to do his toenails and his fingernails. Just want to dirty them up because they're a bit too white as it is. Bear in mind they were teenagers too. Damn it, that's still too white, man. Soft tone just doesn't do it. I'm going to need some dark, strong tone. Or, nah. Neither of the two. I'll tell you what I use. Where are you? Use Game Ink Sepia. This is a good one. Yeah, that'll do the job, mate. That's what that'll do. The fucking job, innit? That's what it's gonna do. No messing about, like, you know, straight in there, bish bash bosh, done, like, wicked. Oh, it's got a fucking hair on it, hasn't it? Oh, you wanker. Oh, go on, break stuff. Oh, come here. Oh, you want to be stuck to it, do you? Oh, I see. You want to stay there, huh? Oh. Come on, git. Look at it. Did I fuck it? Still there. Ah, wanker. Hey, victory! Stick that over there then. Might have a look up at changing some tunes, just because, you know. Mind you, there's probably 1 or 2 good tracks on this album yet to be hearing. Where's what we got? Oh, funny. Do 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 do. Right, I inspired part of this track. Just wanted to let you know. I'm the gas man. That's me. It's Agent Dubster on a 00 mission. Right, what else we got? Do 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 do. You're long girl, I've had enough. Right, do these teeth a little bit dirtier and all. Ah, jeez, I've got the shakes now. My brother lives there, Sherwood Estate in Tunbridge. Oh, I shouldn't be saying that. Ask me to help you along, girl. Hard enough. Right, what's being said in the words place? The place where you people are talking. Like the tooth fairy at the end of Silence of the Lambs. Thanks. Oh, wrong button. Jeez, I'm so good with computers.
This should be played at high volume.
Oh, look out.
Preferably in a residential.
That's what you want to look out for. Right. Can you see what we are doing in all of the things? I can put you back a bit. Yeah. Catch. And you've got this one here, yeah? Kushti. Let's get that camera in a useful position. Right, so, cross things off. Goggles on the grot goggles, done. Glue the grot on, done. Petrol spills in the waltz, done. Goggle wires, oh yeah mate, yeah. Yeah, let's get to that now. Right, well I could just fucking just go at them with some of this dark brown ink, sepia ink, and just darken them up.
I don't like when people come into my town without paying their respect. Hey, you should make some country now. Knock, knock. Who's there, Rick? Somebody.
Somebody who?
You want a battle? Fuck being polite.
Committed Records 2005. Committed Records.
Got to get live. Yeah, I like that. That sorts that out. I didn't want to do anything too dramatic there. Yeah, I can live with that, mate. That's sweet. Mark that off. Where's my pen? Goggle wires. Mushroom stalks. Done. So we've got the soot on the burner or heat marks. Streaks on the shoulder pads. That's what I was going to do, wasn't it? The fun bit. Let's do that shit, man. Right, put the good brush out of the way because we don't want to be using that one on this. Right. Oh! Oh. Got them and all. Forgot about them. They might work lovely for exactly this purpose. So what I'm talking about, sorry guys, is MIG oil streaker brushes. I ain't used them yet, but you know, why not? Let's have a little look. Dark brown. Let's try. Any special instructions? No. Use the product. Use the product. See how you go. There you go. Yeah. Be brave, be brave. Very dark. Oh, it dries out very quick. Wow, that dries out quick. Okay. Rub that away. So you can go much thinner with that. Okay. Cool. It's a bit of a funny applicator. I should. Oh, there, softer. Alright. Not sure how I feel about the applicator you get. It's a bit odd. I suppose it's alright. It's clumped on the end, that's what it is. Yeah, so if you get yourself one of these oil brusher things, make sure you check the bristles first. Alright, I need a fucking little comb. Just using these airbrush cleaning brushes just to get the dried out pigments that are stuck in the end of that brush out. There we are. Better. Now we can use that product correctly. How's about that? Oh, jeez, that's heavy. Right, dude, you need a brush. Get that off. Not in a panicked way though, because there's a bit of coloration to be had from it. A bit of staining, don't hurt nobody. Oh, this is a tune. This, I think I played it before. It's the fucking lyric about the buying a packet of walkers instead of space raiders. Very, very rich. If I were a wealthy man. Right, need a bit more then. There we go, you have to use it very thinly.
You never catch me sitting in the booze with a half pint. I never judge a stellar and forget about my past life. I can't wait for the day that my money state changes. I'll buy a pack of walkers instead of space raiders. If I were a rich man, I gotta do the all day long, guys, if I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. I gotta do if I were a rich, if I were a wealthy man.
Fuck council tax. Blame it on Rolf Harris. Still buy a lottery ticket. Yeah. Can you guys see the streaks? Let's see. So I'm just applying some on the shoulder pads. Hopefully you can see them. I think that'll do with that one. Unless, actually, the howder. Nice. Oops. Just got to remember sometimes less is more. Ah, fuck it. Why'd I put that? Why'd I go deep diving in it like that? I was just not thinking for a second. Ugh. Oh, I'm getting all over my fingers now, so I'm going to have to clean them up.
I don't see the government make any suggestion. There's so much money spent on every election. Our so-called leaders are the devil's reflection. You realize they're fake on a closer inspection. It's sickening, we're listening to worldwide tension. Eating at our brains is a mental infection. I speak my opinions, no need for correction. Bastards, star signs are your starter. I'm ORK Deff, we're supposed to be a father. There ain't no brother, the core is your mother. We need to learn to love one another. Despite when all the arguing turns to fighting, sparking the anger to strike like lightning. Everybody just wanna look like the king, man. The world's gonna end at the beginning with a big bang. Got a better solution to save the confusion. Can anybody stop worldwide pollution? Junkies, needles in the drain pipes. Children come along and play with them the same night. What is going on? No one can stop it. Sneaky little thieves putting hands in your pockets. Rockets getting sent up to Mars. Particles of gas which make up the stars. Fat cars, rich people with their money. They think it's funny selling the poor people hungry. Poverty plus minimal wages. Shit's been going on for fucking ages. Step into the world, you have to be a brave man. Life was so cushy when I was a caveman. I got a safe plan, it's called disasters. We're on this world controlled by puppet masters. Bastards, star signs are your starter. I'm ORK Deff, we're supposed to be a father. There ain't no brother, the core is your mother. We need to learn to love one another.
Right, so some good streaks down on that there. Getting some streaking done on the worn yellow. Getting a few marks down, just a few streaks down from the rivets and whatnot. Yeah. What's being said in the chat? So, move a little to the left. Sorry, I can't see what you're doing. Oh, yeah, I was painting over from the side of the camera because the camera's right in my way. Like it's hard to do the two, so I just keep putting it back to there. I can bring this one in. We can come down closer with this one, so you can sort of see what I'm doing a little bit more. Oh, my tea went cold. That was good. I love this tune. This was one of the tunes that I thought, oh, gee, guys, you should have released this track, man. It's beautiful. It's a class track. I know that a couple of my homies there are gonna like this. Right, let's get some, where was we going with that? What did I grab that sepia for? Oh yeah. These are actually bones, real bones. So we want to do them different to the bone on the front, which is not a real bone. This is a real bone, so we're gonna pick it out. That's what I just decided in my head just there. Better. Yeah. Alright. Now, dirtying that sign up. Right, I'm going to get a little bit of rust pigment, a little bit of rust pigment. I think that dirties that up nice. Yeah, just a little bit of light dust and rust and spills and dirtying up. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, nice. That kind of works. Oh. If it weren't for that. So that's kind of as good as you're gonna get, my homies. Ah, double box. Just see you said you just got made redundant. Ah, that's a shame, man. Sorry to hear that. Right. Next on my list, streaks. Oh yeah, I'm still doing the streaks really, I suppose. I won't use that red one, but I might use this one. Oh, it don't work quite the same way as the other one. Not quite the same. Get a bit more ink on it, see what happens.
Panoramic vision with angel dust lenses, rapid parallel thinking with angled up senses, monospecific angle on any happening. Apparently you're the only dentist to fix your own cavity. Flattery is only momentary, then you're flattened by gravity.
I'm not so sure I like that one. No. Nah, I'm not going to do any more of that. I'll rub that off, don't like it. Don't like it. Get rid of it. Better. Right. Put that out of the way then. Oh yeah. Where's that stuff? Where's that special stuff? That special stuff. The whatever oxide. Brass oxide. What the fuck? Nilach is. Fucking just use some words that people can pronounce. So annoying.
drugs, half the aftermath. My bubbles go bad for my yin-yangs to balance up the rappiest Larry. I'm bad but sad, Tundra, Mackley mad, sadly can't come back. My brain's so chock-up, look, I need a cranial cesarean. I'm an Aryan at the ferry. Used to claim when I'm scallion, I'm handbag hanging in from anything with all these children. Then I terror with my talents. After story, this my talent when everything in the balance of my yin-yangs see I've been on merging. I ain't earthling who's working, I'm earthling who's an earthling. Fuck you German, you be detergent. I'll disturb you what determined. What you urge you learning, working. Everyone's falling to that trap, concerned with eternal burning. Don't look to see you lurking, never to serve on your earnings. Keep gurning, keep it active pace. You got a nice salary, you know, apathy these days. Well, I'm apathetic, repping therefore idle in my way. Cause I'm idle, not the type to look up to. I'll sit around you, fuck you, maybe come up on a couple. Say I love you, next day I wanna cuss you. Things like trouble and cut you. I'm much too much, and after the aftermath I'm double. Try and catch me in a cuckold, well I can fuck you. Cause after the aftermath I'm doubles. It's a struggle just to trust you. Tussle with my brain's muscle. Easier subdue than subtle, but I'm muddled. Cause I can't see myself in your muddy puddle structure. Aeronautica, fuck off, cause you cut my big brother. I said I can't see me, but you can. Cause every man has his use for your new plan. So man, the crew stands for truth. Red, white, and
Right, this should be the last touch of that.
believe in this truth for freedom of schools, teaching of rules. That's what school, not these foreigners views. We must be right, cause I think I'm right. And I'm me, swerving marks and get 'em. Cause after the aftermath there's no Armageddon.
Cool. I'll turn it for you guys to see. Right, let's get some gloss. Which gloss are we using? No. Probably that one. Right, that's that one. And there's one on his leg. One on his arm there. Nice. Let's get a bit more. Oh, bloody thing on my glasses. It's knocking this light. Got that one, got that one, got the one on the ear, one there, one on there, one on the leg down there, that's it. Don't knock it over. That's the mushrooms. Where else do I want to go?
stellars. I rhyme hectic and it sounds like a mic blessing. You can say this boy's got a mic setting. I stand headless, facing north as I dissect. Spitting out pussy niggas and they fat chest. And just in case any man that they want start shit, I got my comrades who be plotting on the park bench. I spark when most is stuck in the past tense. Futurama, man I glide like the marksmen. Crackheads as I emerge. Air Force One's cushioning my landing, then I merge with the earth. My objective to speak first and chirp to the birds. Hold my feet firm and hoping up a penny's earned. Hope the streets feel my words and take it in turns and use it as a sedative. But in fact, any shells.
Not bad, not bad. That'll do, that'll do. Oh yeah, and the goggles. Right, so we need to get that brush ain't gonna do the trick. I need something that's gonna be getting the point pretty spot on, but not a decent brush. I don't want to do the job. I need a drip. There we are.
What's happening? Where the fuck's that man gonna happen so quickly? These thieves strike a random. What's happening? Where the fuck that man gonna happen so quickly? These thieves strike a random. What's happening? Where the fuck's that girl gonna happen so quickly? You should have fucking held on. What's happening? Where the fuck that girl gonna happen so quickly? You should have fucking held on. I hear you work well in a tandem. Apparently, it takes two to tango. In Tunbridge, we pack a few thousand Django.
Oh shit now! What am I doing to myself? Let's not get gloss varnish on this lens. That's not a good idea. Right, let's put them just down there a minute. Right.
What's happening? Where the fuck's that man gonna happen so quickly? These thieves strike a random. What's happening? Where the fuck that man gonna happen so quickly? These thieves strike a random. What's happening? Where the fuck's that girl gonna happen so quickly? You should have fucking held on. What's happening? Where the fuck that girl gonna happen so quickly? You should have fucking held on. The black desperado. I ride horseback like Eastwood. I hear your party in an instant. I'm gazing at my ombre blotting at the distance. So I'm back to San Miguel and too smooth for Western. I strive with your henchmen. Hold up the engines. They hit the dance floor and kill Enrique in places. Duct tape his girl to make certain she don't shake shit. Back to the crime scene. I'm jacking up his bracelet. Oh shit, there's a corpse on the scene. But of course it's Morpheus. I'm the orphan of sin. The night stalker. I hold a sword to the king. Then stick my other sword in the cunt of the queen. Up on Russia guard. Break both his knees. Then walk out the palace with a stack load of bling. Adios amigos. The chase is on. They send the sheriff and his men on a pacey run. Galloping through the desert. Be facing the sun. Morpheus MC to be the shady cunt. What's happening? Where the fuck's that man gonna happen so quickly? These thieves strike a random. What's happening? Where the fuck that man gonna happen so quickly? These thieves strike a random. What's happening? Where the fuck's that girl gonna happen so quickly? You should have fucking held on. What's happening? Where the fuck that girl gonna happen so quickly? You should have fucking held on.
Just give him a wet nose, you know, with a bit of gloss. Why not? A little bit of gloss in the mouth to give him a shiny lip and a shiny mouth area. And a little bit up his nostrils. So they're wet areas. Right, so what else? The streaks are done. Gloss the goggles. Soot the burner. Right, so we cross it off and we'll do it. Soot the burner. Soot. Soot. What's that one? Is that one soot as well, is it? No, it's rust. That one's soot though, isn't it? opened that one before. Yeah, very much similar. Let's get a brush. You get a brush like that one. Maybe I should have done heat on that one and just done soot on this one on the back. That's what I should have done. You come right out of a comic. I don't know what, I'm happy enough for that. I'm not going to go fucking about doing heat shit now. I don't like that tube though. That tube needs some alteration. Too green. Right, I need some dark green ink. I think I'll use a Phonian camo shade. Don't really dirty it up enough. I think I'll have to do it a couple of times. Yeah, I'll have to add that on a couple of times. Right, we're getting there. We're nearly done. I'm not going to get the signpost done this time, like I said to you guys, because I need to actually... the signpost needs printing, so I won't get that done, but the miniature with the axe at least is done. With the axe option. I've got to do maybe a bit more dirtying on that. Kind of. Do I want to do something really bold? I'm thinking that maybe with this glyph I maybe have a paint splatter, or I don't know, maybe I'm thinking going too far now. Well, a little bit of silver, shall we? Where's chainmail silver. I'm just going to touch up the edges of them bullet holes just so I notice them. Just as I'm there noticing them. Just use this frayed old brush because it's a bullet hole. Yeah, just a little bit of spark. Yeah, where are we going now? What are we doing next? Well, I think Dread needs a cup of tea. Oh, I've got to touch up the bone on that. Yeah, I'm not quite happy with that powder bone yet. Yeah. Yeah, the rest of it's cool. Right, I'm gonna put the kettle on.
We scribe at night, we spit it straight on a beat that's tight. We turn nocturnal, we never see the light. Street fables, the things that we write, the mood that we're in. We scribe at night, we spit it straight on a beat that's tight. We turn nocturnal, we never see the light.
I've got a little fable, let's see if I'm able to put it across to you and lay it on the table. I knew a boy, he used to be one of my mates until he started shutting stuff out of his gates. He dropped me, left me behind, no he don't care. He started getting friends where crackheads will go there, but he's making money. He don't know what to do with, and he's got a big crew that he moves with. He's got cars getting all the gash. He's in bars flashing all the cash. Got enemies trying to attack his stash. Used to be his boys, but they think he's way too flash. He came across bridges that he tried to swerve, but he got caught, now he's got a sentence to serve. It's a learning curve, he'll learn from that, and the life that he lived, he'll go back to that.
Yeah, street fables, the things that we write, the mood that we're in. We scribe at night, we spit it straight on a beat that's tight. We turn nocturnal, we never see the light. Street fables, the things that we write, the mood that we're in. We scribe at night, we spit it straight on a beat that's tight. We turn nocturnal, we never see the light.
Yeah, okay then. Check it out. 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 Chameleon Records just turned to grind. In the darkness, you won't know until your heart rips. One gunshot from one cartridge, me and the boys, the ones I start with. Open your eyes, you can't see in front. One red light, that's me with a blunt. About to jack you, cause you're a punk. Easy targets, the ones who are drunk. Jump at the car, get the knife at the trunk. Rip the guy's pride out in chunks. We don't stay humble like monks. Stamp on people in Air Force Ones. Yeah, now you know that we're dark. Go raw when you're seen in the park. Rob all you got, don't care who you are. Bang them, then put them in the boot of the car. Chameleon, out after dark. Chameleon, have a bout after dark. Chameleon, still jack off the dark. Chameleon, still smack off the dark. Chameleon, out after dark. Chameleon, have a bout after dark. Chameleon, still jack off the dark. Chameleon, still smack off the dark. I see you walking along on your phone, not a care in the world, and you're all alone. But don't let me catch you, I'll jack your phone. Go to your house and attack your home. Alarms fucked out, I'll crack your code. After dark, I'm in fight back mode. Too much raw shit on overload. Mine's too sick, about to explode. I go out hooded up 8 o'clock, trying to decide if you bait or not. I don't care if you're out late or not. I don't x-ray, I can't see what you've got. So I stay on your case and just follow. I don't take things, I just borrow. Not give it back, I won't see you tomorrow. Reach into your pockets, they're hollow. Chameleon, out after dark. Chameleon, have a bout after dark. Chameleon, still jack off the dark. Chameleon, still smack off the dark. Chameleon, out after dark. Chameleon, have a bout after dark. Chameleon, still jack off the dark. Chameleon, still smack off the dark. Boy, you can't can't mess with this. Fuck the game, I'm affecting this. MC's disrespecting this and come up against my sledgehammer fist. Don't get it twisted, I'm in the game, but I stay on the grind, it's all the same. That's proof that I don't go for the fame, but I've only got myself to blame. Grinding it whether sun, sleet or rain. No one controls me, I'm not tame. Chameleon's got a frightful aim. I do a bit of shotting but don't feel shame. I'm too cocky, I'll take the mic. I'm too stocky, I'll take a brick. I'm too horny, I'll take a chick. You clocked me and I'll break a brick. Chameleon, out after dark, chameleon. Have a bout after dark, chameleon. Still jack after dark, chameleon. Still smack after dark, chameleon. Out after dark, chameleon. Have a bout after dark, chameleon. Still jack after dark, chameleon. Still smack after dark.
Oh, good job I jumped over because I don't even like that track. I can fuck off. Yeah, so anyway, guys, anyone that's just joined, don't know if everyone's heard from the beginning, so this is my entry for the 40k Ork community monthly competition. So if you don't already know and you haven't already been over and checked it out, get your sorry ass over to the 40k Ork community Discord, join up and get involved. We run a competition each and every single month. The only stipulation is that it's going to be orky. We're going to have some right fun with it coming up in the future. You really do want to get involved, because if you like sticking it to the other factions, you want to get involved, my brothers, because when we've got enough people, we're going to start doing some crossover conversions, and we've got some good ideas for some publicity to really get the other gits and the other factions talking. So get yourselves involved, get building and converting. Just literally, if you're one of these people that likes building and converting Ork stuff regularly, this is what you need to get involved in. It's what you've been waiting for. So yeah, this is my entry. This is for this month. We had to use something that was on our shelf or in the box, you know, in your box of models that you started putting together years ago and you never finished, or you've had sat around not knowing what to do. They don't have to be Ork to start with, but you're going to make them Orky, or they could be, you know, like they could be from another faction, or they could be Orky already. It doesn't matter. The point is you show us the sorry state that they're in to start with, and then we're fixing them up. So this is my entry this month, is a Dankhold Troggoth turned into a Dreadnought with optional burner, and he's got a burner on his little wagon at the back there too. So I've armoured him up to be a bit like a Dread. He's got his shoulder pads and a helmet I've made up for him, and yeah, that's generally it. He's got his Dread Claw and an axe, which is the saw from the Killer Can kit. Yeah, he's pretty much there. I'm just trying to think, as I look over him now, what else he needs, you know? This is where we're at. This sort of, I think I'm nearly done stage. I mean, I could pick on it forever, I mean, but I can put it in the cabinet and come back to it, can't I, you know? If I want to. I'm not so sure that there's all that much more I want to do to it now at this stage. I think we're getting pretty happy. Actually, want to move that way. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, so fairly happy with it. I'm just going to see if I can think of anything else that needs adding to it, and I'm going to read over your comments. Don't look like much is being said at the moment. And just chatting amongst yourselves. G's off. Ah, see you later, G. Let's have a change up of trackage again. Let's go for something different. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's go for some No. No. Where are you? There. Let's go for some doom.
Why did you buy this album? I don't know why you did. You're stupid.
Right, let's think then. Let's think then, brother. Ha ha ha.
The super flow with more jokes than Bazooka Joe, a mix between Superfly Snooker and the Super Hole. To an MC like El Tuba Libre, digest a group and sell the poop on eBay. Danger with the best cream, DJ. Doom clicking over, 2 chickens, 3-way.
Yes.
On the freeway, villain find a way to make him pay whatever we say. State your
Ah.
intentions. I really love your tape, but I hate your inventions.
Why is there some white on his ear?
What you want, a brownie? He took off the mask and whispered, "Could be where you found me." He kept his paper digits in a chunk. Once joined a rap clique, midgets into crunk. Did a solo on the oboe. Could have sold $1 million than the villain.
How did that get there?
And cited creative differences. Basically,
Damn it.
he left no jaded witnesses. Rappers suck when they spit. I doubt it.
Okay, I need
You wanna slap the out of him.
a little bit of green.
On a blind date, a lover with a slow chrome hand. Judge them by his shoes, hot smelly Brogan. Buzzer with the news, called him Potbelly Conan. No prick barbarian, a strict vegetarian, a sick pair of merry men. The beat is like a swift kick in the rear end. The stiff made her lose the lipstick and hairpin. He said, "Damn, act like you know, man. Even with the mask on, show me what you own, man. Tell her brush her grill and wash her face and at home, man. Do when they got hot like and you wash a Gakubo, man. What we have here is a failure to communicate. If you're gonna hate, I'll at least get your rumors straight about doing me great. A lot more confident. Came a long way since the days we had to rhyme for rent. It was time well spent. Invented, spelt, dented, hell bent it, and heaven sent it. A wire is dead, he's in it for the cash flow. Like to send a big up, fire ahead Lazo. Let a brother know once you lasso Hasbro. So when he comes with Destro, he gets no hassle. Could hardly get a word in and wondered what the damage is to retain Harvey.
Sorted. Let's fix that little issue. A little bit of highlighting on that metal and all, I think. There we go for some dull aluminium. Where is that? There it is. Which you have.
Please read from sheets.
I am
Sofa King.
Sofa King.
Scared of a bunch of water, we get out the rain. Order a rap.
Ah, what? That ain't it.
Then kick a lungy off the tip of his timbo.
Nah, that ain't it. What's going on? That didn't come out proper.
Find no remorse. A wink is as good as a nod.
To a blind horse.
Horse's technique was from a divine source. Never knew the
First strip was just a dud. Oh, where are the other white meat? Oh, the one they love so well. Right, that'll do the job. Yes, that's shiny-ish.
Prepare the vittles, got riddles and spittles, crystal clear to the jot or the tittle. It's hot off the griddle, came to take the cake whether it's a lot or a little. Kaboom, doom is nervous large, you could tell by his blooming room service charge.
Ah.
Dark and tall to boot, the only thing
Right,
was wrong
fix
is
that.
he was bald as a coot. Used to ran a van from Peter Pan to Red and Tan, and keep the human foot for his dead man's hand. This is when the mask was brand spanking new before it got rusty.
It's alright, it's alright. Dread can fix. Dread can fix. Do something imaginative.
Excuse you, any room in the class front for a blast of the blunt, shrooming since last month. Doom a human in the mask, on the stunt. Danger zooming past, mad fast on the hunt. Keep your streets, we got the city need to conquer. Discreetly with the CDT.
Right, and then what we're going to do is get me some thinners, which is down. Do.
Nah, she could get messy. Friends try to torture him for the secret recipe. He said it's no use. I only
Know the half.
No No speaking
Speaker not English.
only do math. Felt no pain. His brain was saturated with cocaine and
Bosh.
rogaine. He said, try scan, no thing, 3 card dead. Time
yeah.
go for bling. He got bled, eye jam, over sting. See spots red. I am so fucking retarded.
Retarded.
Now repeat all very fast, please.
I am so fucking
Faster. No, not so fast.
Lose its meaning.
I am so fucking retarded.
Oh,
You say.
funny thing. Right. Doo-doo-doo. Little bit of this dark pigment just to fucking tidy up what I just made a mess of.
Head on straight, mask on crooked. Exit stage left with the cash gone took it. Off like a kufu, the fit was a bit doofy. He tried to get screwed with that 2 for you, 1, 2 for me, G. Cut the cranky attitude, wet him like a handkerchief on a stanky fatter dude.
Right, just 2 seconds, boys and gits. I just need to get me some fixer. And I need to lean that so it don't like that. Right, 1 little drip drop of that. Oh, go on, fix its lid to itself. God, fucking hell. Open bottle, please. Jesus! God, I'm going to break it. It's not even a case of need a big strong man. I'll rip that straight off. What the fuck? God, it's going to break the plastic. Yeah, no. Alright, okay. I've got another one. I'll use that one. Jesus. It's a bit easier.
The day I took my mask off, my face was missing for 2 days. For the record, G came back a year later.
Right, ready, steady, drip.
My money green like my nickname was Celery. Who is ghost who flashes toes?
Sorted.
Bulletproof coats. Oh no, the fans cry for the mask back on. Told him Ghost is dead. He returned at the crack of dawn. A few years from now, him and his pals before the Jets.
Wicked, wicked, wicked. Yeah, nice. Alright, yeah, so what else do I need to do? That's the question. Oh, oh. It's hard to know whether to say it's done or who knows, hard to say. Alright, so have a little read of what you guys are saying. Do I have a playlist? No, we had some playtimes over, some hip operations, some Mr. Bazista, and now we're listening to MF Doom, or just MF Doom. It's easiest to find, but also calls himself Danger Doom and a whole bunch of other stuff too. Oh.
Hey, I got a mask too, so give me the mic. You're no Doom. Come on, James Mouth, give me a
Let's hope they're not broken. Scratched though. Fuck's sake. Not been a good day for my goggle thingy majiggies. Put them where they're not going to get fucking broken. I've got too much shit on my desk, man. There's too much shit everywhere. It's everywhere, like, you know. I've got to be careful with this chair and all sometimes so I don't knock these paint racks. Done that a couple of times. See, when Dread moves to the UK, when he gets himself back over to the UK, and he gets himself moved into some new place eventually, once he gets back to his old job, be able to build himself a new Dread desk and a new studio. So I'm looking forward to that. Actually, it's the sort of driving force behind, you know, well, not the driving force, but it's one of the perks of getting myself back to my old career and whatnot. Is that I'll be able to afford to have a nice enough spot where I can make a nice studio, you know. So I think it's a hobby that requires a decent income, and it's not just the hobby of 40k, but the hobby of YouTubing and gaming and all the rest. Like it's an expensive thing. Like you can pay for some of it with, you know, making some money back on advertising and all that sort of shit. But it's not. You're always going to want more money in this until you make it big, like some people. But yeah. Do 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 do. Well, I don't know. I might actually be able to say I think it's done. I can't think of anything to add. Anyone got anything you want to add to this miniature? Do I need to do anything? Do you think? I mean, I know it's for a competition, but I'm sure it don't matter if you give me some advice, some tips on what you think I should do. Is there anything you would do? Anything more? Is it tickling you? Is it getting you where it should do? Don't know. The type to hit and run and go tell a friend. Word to El Muerto, Cucaracha, exoskeleton. He know, flow, try and get good perspective on it. 1, 2, check, me too. Loose wreck, see through your gooseneck EQ. They wonder just too easy, but don't worry. Believe me, he'll get busy when it comes. He's got little grass tufts in between his legs. They're a bit hard to see, but they're there. La, 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 la. Hey, if I may interject, pain up in the neck. Cornier and phonier than a play fight. Take 2 of these and don't phone me on the late night. Yeah, unless someone else has got some suggestions, I'm fairly well. I'll take the axe off so you can see to the shoulder pad. I'll take the howder off even. There you go. Right there next to where the Rolodex was before it turned up all burnt by his solar plexus. He don't know his own strength. When he's on the bonus like the microphone's length and with ain't funky like this. Looks done to me, says Big Mech Langley. Cheers, dude. Oh, the perfectionist in me can never say it's done, you know what I mean? It's so hard to just accept saying it's done.
1, 2, 3 in the place to be. MF Doom, Talib Kweli. Oh, here we go.
Well, here we got. Still 12 viewers, so, you know, people still interested. They just want to see if I can actually say I'm happy. it's done. It's done now. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just. You want me to say it? I'm not saying that.
They inspire my decision to be open and listen, but folks gotta go twisted like a yoga position. Like, in order to spit it dope, you gotta have a criminal past, similar to the cast, the different strokes.
Cool.
Break bread, sit and smoke the conversation rich, but that depends on what you consider broke. I draw on anything for inspiration.
Ah, yeah, see that? Yeah, it's not done. It's not done.
It's just an old school like that. Roll that rap over souls like that. It's just an old school like that.
Oh, what have I got in here? What inks have I got? What's that one? Oh, that's a green one. Ah. Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
After these messages, fellas, grab your nutsacks, squeeze your breasts. We ain't all that grown, it's still funny, like going to the store.
Ah, good choice.
Rainbow money. Since then, had an insane flow, sonny. Walking to the corner, rhyming in the rain, nose runny. Break dancing, maybe 10. Bummy is when sub rock will run up handspring, Arabian summy. Ooh, like a Hong Kong Fooey kick, or a weekend afternoon karate movie flick. Slept good, no justice, no peace. Woody kept it hoodie, never discussed it with police. Shot the fair when nobody ran to get the
Oh, that does the trick, baby. Oh, yeah. Who would have thought that Aphonian Camo Green would just work so well over that aged white to make them mushroom stems look just right? Sweet as.
It's just an old school like that. Roll that rap over souls like that. It's just an
old school like that.
Roll that rap over souls like that. It's just an old school like that. Roll that rap over souls like that.
Ah. What? Huh. Kind of rubbed off for that one. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Needs a bit more white now. Food, man. We need food.
No, I see that. What for? No. That I want to just instead of bitches and hoes, as a killer for my nose, some dino stones, and roll with my chrome. Hey, genius. You even know what that means? What does it mean? Where's the keyboards and the tambourine and the guitar? You know, I mean, the stuff that like white people like. You want to play something badass, like I don't know, like Ario Speedwagon or something. Hey yo, I know this dude, right? Carl, he wore tight blue sweats, but wasn't glued too tight. All he had upstairs was a crude light. You think that's weird? He lived next door to a food fight. Howdy, danger, a bunch of lies from the beat guard. Even though you still eat lard by the meat wad. Mesquite charge. Speaking of which or who, voice all squeaky like they tuned it up a picture too.
Sorry, budging the camera there, but I just needed to get the white back in on that mushroom stem now.
Switch your view to the brother with the fried dreads, not to be confused with the instant selling tires. His name rhymes with Mike Cock. You can call him live wire eye sockets, fry lock. Able to shoot
perfect. Happy. Cool.
More interesting than professional wrestling.
Use a lot of brushes there today. Just more varnish, says Marcus. Of course it does. Yeah, no, I'll do that afterwards. Most of the things have had a good couple of coats anyway now. It's just what I've recently done that's not been locked in. Oh, hello. Is that in my tea? Get out of there. Dude. Right, I don't know how the video's going. I think we're lagging. Got only 10 people in now. Some people dropped off. Everyone's like, yeah, it's done, Dread. Fuck off now, will you, mate? Sound. What sort of bits do I 3D print? Not many. I've barely 3D printed anything yet. 2 things. But I've got the tool now. I've got the tool. It's there. It's just I've been busy with other things, mate. busy with other things. We'll get round to more 3D printing later down the road. I've got some things I need to print actually. I'm actually designing some stuff with somebody and that. But yeah, it's all coming. It's all coming. It's just, you know, one thing at a time at the moment. How's that? Oh, that's dried. All nice. Yeah, the gloss is dried. Nice, nice. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to call that a wrap, and I think I might as well call this video to a close, hadn't I? So, I hope you guys have enjoyed hanging with me as I get this thing finished. I will, of course, be sticking some finished painted images of it on Instagram and in the Discord, of course, so you'll be able to catch it there in its full glory. So, until then, enough said from Dread.